One of our cool neighbors several acres away have a bridge that connects their acreage to another acreage over a river, and it's like kind of years and years old, and they brought in like a tractor and were like taking it out of the river and putting a new giant stump in to make a new bridge. And they had all this leftover wood that had been rotting away in the river, but it's still good enough to serve a purpose. So I'm not going to build anything like structure out of it, but I asked them, I texted them and I said, hey, you know, do you guys mind if we have that and we'll take it off your property for you? And they go, yeah, go for it. So we got all these wooden planks that we're going to use to eliminate the drop, the step right here, because I feel like when the truck's carrying a lot of weight, I don't want to have any problems out here in the middle of nowhere with the truck suspension. So we're going to make it a little bit of a smoother grade, and then once it gets to this part, we need to protect the swamp. So I'll show you guys, spin it around, and that right there is the swamp. So it doesn't look like much, but let me go out there and I'll show you. So you guys can see how it's all covered with green and foliage because we cut down everything that was growing in this swamp. And it's kind of dried up right now, but believe me, in the winter time and the springtime, this was standing water, and there was even some movement to it. And like, I'm sinking a good few inches inside here, and I'm just afraid that if I put 1,000 pounds in the truck, I don't want the truck to get marooned here in this little swampy marsh. This is a drainage part that comes from the lake up the way. That's in our backyard. The lake drains here, and there's a pipe that was put in years and years and years ago that allows the water to flow underneath the public dirt road, and it drains into our property. So we can utilize this coming up for extra water, but for the time being, I just don't want to get stuck in this. I don't want to become one of the outlaws of the marsh and get stuck in this little marsh here. So we're gonna lay some boards across here, just temporarily, and that way the truck can drive across and then make our way right up there, up the chute to the front door of the yurt. Let's try it. On a scale from 1 to 10, how done are you with preparing and prepping this road?
It's like a 10, like done?
Yeah.
A done, 10.
What was worse, the platform for the yurt or the road?
The platform for the yurt.
You were super done with that.
That was, yeah. I think it's because for the platform we had to stay still and like do like little tedious stuff, and the bugs were just attacking our face. Like this, we are moving up and down.
Yeah, not as many bugs when you're moving.
Yeah.
And we have the yurt to go and retreat to get a break.
Yeah.
But you have this expression, bitch work. You think this is bitch work?
Yeah, I guess.
But I think out here, it's just work.
I think it's done though.
I think if anything happens now, it's not because we didn't prepare.
Yeah.
So we did a good job.
So Jake and I decided that since the road is done, we're going to drive the truck up once just to test it out before loading up the wood burning stove and then backing it up. I was like, yeah, just go for it. Let's like test out the road before we, you know, do the next project or the next step, which is bringing the wood burning stove up to the door. So Jake is going to test drive it for the first time. We're going to actually drive up to the yurt. It's a big moment. We're actually gonna like pull up to the yurt instead of like pulling up way over there and then having to walk. So we're gonna pull up. I don't know if you guys can see, the sun is like directly on me. Pull up our new driveway, which looks really freaking nice. So, are you ready?
Yeah, almost.
All right. We did it. This is our first time driving. Woohoo! This is so exciting. First time pulling up to our home.
What were you saying before I was going to drive the truck? I was like, let's put the wood burning stove on there and bring it up and be really careful and watch out. And you said what?
I said, let's have some fun. Drive up it.
You said,
you've been like...
How did you phrase it though?
I don't remember.
You said, be a man, drive your truck.
Well, that's because the last like week you're like, Nicole, like have this like man instinct to just drive up it. Who cares if the bridge thing is in? Like, I just want to like beast mode it all the way up there. So when you're like saying like, oh, let's just load it up and drive it really careful, I'm like, no, it's done. Drive up this bitch. Drive up this road. But we did it. We have a vehicle here now.
We do. You're so cool, babe.
Yay.